What are you willing to lay on the line right now, here today, on the Masters Class? What is your prediction about the biggest thing that could possibly happen in 2025? Gonna start with my tag team partner in the Hall of Fame and Pain, Mark Henry. What do you got, my friend?
Well, hold on, bullet, to your socks, your hat, your headphones, and your hoodie.
Oh my gosh.
This will be the year that Charlotte Flair returns. And when she returns, she will be world champion. And as she is world champion, she will have one of the most historic runs with one Jade Cargill. Write it, put it on paper, fax it, send it, telegram it, do whatever you want. But that will be something that we'll all remember for years and years to come.
In 2025, you are predicting the return of the Queen, Charlotte Flair, for an epic run, a run that will outshine and outshadow everything else that she's ever done.
Everything that Charlotte Flair has done in her career, she's been the best athlete. She's been the one that had the most talent. She's been almost the biggest, other than Nia. Now you have somebody that's just as good an athlete as she is, that is just as tall as she is, maybe bigger, maybe stronger, and could put up a fight that I think would, for lack of a better term, be better than the one that she had with Bianca, and better than the one she had with the man Becky Lynch. And I think the interest of the fan base, they want to see where Jade is going to go. You didn't bring her over here for nothing. So I look at it as the mano a mano, the equal, where the irresistible force meets the unstoppable object, vice versa. I just feel like that would be very entertaining to see. And how you get into it, I don't know, but that's what I feel like my bold prediction is going to definitely involve Charlotte Flair, because, bro, I miss her as a wrestling fan, and there's been a lot of incredible women uh, get attention over this past year, but still, none are the queen.
You know, Mark, when I think of Charlotte Flair, I think of everything that I've seen from her in the past, and I think about where I'd like to see her go. At the end of the day, a Flair, whether it's Rick or whether it's Charlotte, will always be a heel at heart. And yes, there might be times where you liked Rick. Yes, times that you like Charlotte. Charlotte's a heel, at least in my opinion. Rick used to have an old saying, diamonds are forever, and so is the nature boy. Charlotte, diamonds are forever, and so is Charlotte Flair. And if you take a look at Charlotte's social media, she always tweets the diamond emoji. Well, I want that diamond to turn black. I want black diamond Charlotte Flair. I want Charlotte to go complete dark, Sith, black heel.
Damn.
Mark, you're shaking your head, and I don't know if it's in
Not,
disgust
no,
or.
that is very appealing to me.
So here's what I would love to see Charlotte be a cross between. We know, the robes, the flowing robes, the beautiful robes, and Charlotte always looks amazing in her gear. I wanted to get rid of the robes. I want Charlotte to have I'm going to tell you the two people I'm talking about. Remember Trinity from The Matrix?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want Charlotte to go short hair, slicked back, jet black. I want Charlotte to have form-fitting gear. And instead of flowing robes, flowing leather. Wet leather look. I want Charlotte to be a cross between Trinity from The Matrix and Masahiro Chono from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Cool look.
You bring those two things together and you give me the black diamond Charlotte Flair, the Charlotte Flair that plays off of all of the perceptions of her. How because she's a Flair, she gets more than others. How because she can hold people down, or what she's done to Becky, or whatever the perceptions are, and have her admit to everything. Yes, I'm everything that you think I am. Yes, I'm everything that you say I am, only I'm much worse than what you think or what you say. I want her to be the female emperor. I want her to be the absolute worst of the worst and look the part and make people work up to her level. Go ahead, Mark.
You watched Thor and the episode of Thor where his sister came and crushed Mjolnir, and like I can see Charlotte being evil like that, where everybody, if you don't take my side, I'm gonna destroy you too. So
Mark,
you might as well jump on board.
I like what you're pitching. I just want to ask you this: why Jade, not Rhea?
I think that Rhea would be more inclined to join something like that than to and help fight off the rest of the women's division, and with the darkness, than to side and stay babyface like.
No, I'm just saying because Jade's going to have to prove herself. I mean, obviously she's hurt. Coming back as a singles, if you're going to just throw away the other storyline, coming back as a single, she's going to have to prove herself as the I'm the one, because Charlotte has to make the comeback too. And once Charlotte comes back, she is the one. But it's going to be a harder climb for Jade, and I hope she does get there.
But we both know that in pro wrestling, sometimes business will go better and positive for somebody by subtraction of others. Jade almost has to take so much air out of the room and garner so much attention that if you have her wrestling every night, that you can't let everybody else win. You have to take her away so everybody else can shine. You bring a Charlotte Flair back, and all of these people are vying to be, Charlotte is like, what was the last thing she said before she got injured? She said, I don't stand in lines, I am the line.
Nice.
She jumps it.
Yep.
And then you have Jade come back and go, so where is this line? Because I don't want to jump the line. Those other women are deserving. They're deserving of the ass whooping that I'm going to give them all the way through the line to the front so I can meet up with you. And I can put you in your place, which is in the back of that line, because you will not be the queen anymore. You're just going to be another rook on the board.
Remember, obviously, the Ric Flair entrance with the helicopter. Charlotte has done the helicopter before. Imagine they recreated the helicopter shot, but this helicopter was an Apache Black Hawk helicopter, a jet black helicopter descending on the top of the new WWE offices in the middle of the night. Black on black. And as that helicopter lands and the door opens, out comes Charlotte in triple jet black gear. A completely new look. And as she walks right into the camera, bang, it goes black. Just like the end of The Sopranos. I want to see the next evolution of Charlotte Flair. I've gotten Ric Flair's daughter. I've gotten Charlotte Flair's evolution of herself. I've gotten the heel. I've gotten the baby face. I got the pretty robes, the flowing robes, the colorful robes, the blonde hair, yada, yada. I want to see the Black Diamond Charlotte Flair. That's
I
just
love
my
it.
own personal opinion.
I love it.
Tommy, what about you? Profound prediction for 2025.
All right. Since it's the Masters class, we could go a little longer. I'm going to go with the three major companies. I'm going to just give three bold predictions. You guys can yay or nay. Number one, I'll go TNA. TNA, I kind of have two bold predictions for. Number one, they will be on a larger television platform come 2025. I think it's needed, and I think it's trending in the right direction. And my bolder statement is they have a 10,000-seat arena coming up and close to a 20,000-seat arena. I do feel in 2025 that they will sell more than 10,000 tickets for an event. So that's mine regarding TNA. Thoughts, comments?
Are you?
I don't doubt it whatsoever, Bully.
Are
I
you
think
leaving
that,
it open to a question?
I'm asking you think it's going to happen?
I'm going to have to narrow down the spectrum in my question. You're saying that TNA will draw more than 10,000 people to one event in 2025.
Correct.
Do you think Rebellion or Slammiversary, which are both in the U.S., will break that 10,000 seat sold tickets?
I'm making a prediction that this year it will have over 10,000.
Great. That's a bold prediction. I like it.
I think with people like Joe Hendry and the mixing of people coming from NXT and the international flair of TNA working with anybody that they feel like it, I see a big possibility that will happen. And I'm going to go on record as saying right now, we've been saying this for years, that how awesome it would be for TNA to get a home on a major network, even if it's a streaming device major network, whether it's YouTube television, whether it's Apple TV, or one of the providers. Like I just want to see them have a dominant home on television.
My bold prediction for AEW is they will sell out All In at Globe Field.
Sell out All In, 40,000 people for All In. Okay.
They probably could squeeze 45 or 50 in there.
Is that I would still say that is a success for any wrestling company, correct?
For any company.
Tommy, what is your big, bold prediction for World Wrestling Entertainment in 2025?
I got two. Number one.
It's like you like every baseball team, and you've had two so far for every company.
And the same thing with hot dogs and hamburgers and pizza and
shut both your faces.
Of spaghetti.
The Rock, the final boss, will be the WWE champion, and CM Punk will main event WrestleMania.
Okay.
All right. I got it. I dig it. I'm with it 100%. I don't think CM Punk came back to not be a main event at WrestleMania. The Rock being world champion, with him being the Vince McMahon type character, he can do whatever he wants.
I agree.
Brother.
And my last prediction for myself, I will be under 270 pounds this year.
Okay.
What do you think? You son of a bitch.
Here's the thing. You can do, well, look at Mark. You look great. You were able to do it. You did it slow and steady.
Yeah.
It's at our age, it's definitely harder to lose weight. You have to really target every little thing you do during the day. Water consumption, calorie intake, all that stuff. It's not like when we were younger where you could, jump on the treadmill and, do massive amounts of cardio. Or, what I used to do is just swallow a bunch of fat burners and load up with extra testosterone. And, it's when I became a body guy, brother. Here's my bold predictions for 2025. TNA will grow. The WWE will grow bigger. And we will either be talking about the resurgence or the demise of AEW. And I go 50-50 on that. I want to see the resurgence. But from what I see right this very moment, I hope we're not speaking about the demise. And that's just my fair assessment on everything. I love the Charlotte stuff. I am a massive Charlotte fan. Charlotte's biggest hurdle or biggest problem is she doesn't have anybody to work up to anymore. I'd also go back to things I said years ago. I'd love to see Charlotte be in there with some of the men. It was done with China back in the day. I don't see why it can't be done strictly on a wrestling level with Charlotte. It's not about man versus woman. It's better wrestler versus better wrestler. And I think it could be done. Any other predictions, guys? Predictions for Dave LaGreca in 2025?
Oh, I got a great one.
Go ahead.
Busted open 24/7.
My Dave LaGreca busted open prediction for Dave: when The Rock beats Cody, he calls in. He doesn't show up to work that day.
What about you, buddy? What's your prediction?
We bury him in his pink robe.
You think it's gonna kill him?
I don't think he'll be able to handle it. I don't think he'll be. If The Rock beats Cody, I don't think Dave will be able to handle it.
He's so good at
Mouthful
Fred
of
Sanford.
pills.
I'm having the big one, Violetta, in the robe.
He's gonna have. It's gonna have the big one. The big one. He's gonna turn into one of those zombies. He's gonna be walking around in a trance. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, and we're all gonna be here for it. The demise of Dave LaGreca in 2025.
Yes.
Bless his heart.